Hello and welcome back to RimWorld. And yes, in the last episode I forgot about time, so let's continue this playthrough where we are currently building the walls. Pirate merchant, whatever. We are currently building the walls, the labyrinth. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this labyrinth. I don't think I'm going to put any traps, because we are not going to be able to rearm them. So if we do make traps, it's going to be a one hit and then it's gone. Now the problem with that is it's going to take up a space, so we can't put down anything else. We might actually want to put down more sandbags in here to slow any raiders or anyone down that tries to come in here. So anyone that tries to come in here is going to have to go a lot slower. But I think we have sensory mechanites. I have no idea if that's going to go away. Hopefully it is. And by the time we actually wants to start the whole ship thing up, we don't have that anymore. Yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what to do with this base. I might tear a lot of it down and then keep the outer wall, just to let my animals be able to be here and somewhat protect power production. Alan has experienced an inspiration. He will shoot more actually for the next 8 days. Okay. But yeah, I do think we... yeah, and this is almost completely gone now, so... And we have a raid, a group of Mechanoids. And they are dropping in the middle of the freaking base. I absolutely hate this. Can you please? Just come out. The reason why I'm pulsing and unpulsing is because the moment they arrive, they will start doing stuff. And we don't want them to do stuff. Is that all of them? Is that all of you? Please say that is all of you. I think it is. I think it is. Need to rebuild that end table, but that is a good enough price to pay. Yeah, I think that was it. And yeah, I did say that I would just remove them. In regards with how many of these there were, I just want to add to that if like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's actually not that bad. However, they dropped in. via drop pods, which is the bad part. And that's actually why I isn't going to do anything. Like try to, because there was no way to get in position. They would destroy everything. They would kill. Since they can do sort of divide and conquer when they drop in like this, there's really no easy way other than try to tank it and rush them, which is probably one of the most sure ways of getting your colonists killed. But with how they dropped in and where they dropped in, there wasn't really any other way to do it. Like, it wasn't possible to handle it any other way really, so I feel somewhat justified at least in doing that. And since I want to just see the ship, I don't want to deal with unnecessary setbacks and bullshit, because this series is long enough as is, so we don't need to prolong it just for the sake of it. And exotic goods trader. Okay, that's something we might want to look into. And Pina, holding granite to. I think what you should do is check that trader. We have. Oh, they have Glitter World Medicine now. While Glitter World Medicine is actually the best kind of medicine you can get, I don't think it's what we want. Yeah, I don't think that is what we want, to be honest. We could buy this uranium sculpture and take it apart, but... Oh, a telescope. I'm actually going to buy the telescope for the single reason of having one more type of recreation. And yes, I'm going to put it inside, because why not? And you didn't screw it up. Okay, good. I think that was the case before, that if someone hold it, you needed to do the placement again, but I might be wrong. I might misremember. But yeah, there we are. We now have 6 recreational things, which means we're not going to get the, oh, you don't have enough recreation. Now we do. Yeah, that was a good buy. That was actually a really good thing to buy, because I don't think you can ever make telescopes. You can only ever buy them, I think. Which I can sort of understand why. How much medicine? 188. Depending on the situation, why are you not sleeping? Because you're not tired enough. Oh my god, and you're going to break because of it, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I can guarantee you. Oh. And now he doesn't need to go. Yeah, days. Okay. Yeah, I suspected that was going to happen. I suspected that was going to happen. Those visitors can just be there. I don't care. This is coming along actually quite nicely. Yeah. It is coming along quite nicely. Quite nicely. And what are we waiting for? We're waiting for all the people to wake up so they can get back to work. It's -8 degrees outside, so why this hay hasn't just died, I'm not sure of. Potatoes, I think, is a lot more hardy, so they take a lot longer to actually like die. Right, you need to be designated, and yeah, we have a lot of trees to remove. We have quite a lot of floor to put down as well, and I do believe using sandstone flooring is the best option. It's non-flammable and it's not granite or marble, so it doesn't really matter. Viper collapsed and managed to... what? Yeah, the pain is a real pain. We have 300 packaged survival meals, so I might actually bump that up to 400 just in case. We have 16 people. 15 of those are capable of fighting. One, aka me, is not capable of fighting. I'm the only one that is incapable of violent here. So T2G here is a pacifist in all sense and purpose, and can't really do anything to help defend either anyone else or themselves. So I can't defend, like, not possible to defend, like a colonist that has incapable of violence can't defend themselves or help in defending in any way. They can't fight at all, regardless of the reason or cause for fighting. They can't do it regardless, which I think is a bit full, but yeah, it's what it is. Let's see, how is the needs of Pina? Pina is in serious pain, jealous of Paula's bedroom, sick, darkness, disturbed sleep. Yeah, you should possibly be fine, but you never know. Viper is now fine because Catharsis and Night Owl howl at night. And yeah. What are you Oh, you were getting a granite chunk. Right. Was that really the closest one? I do know that it's far out there to get them, but... Wow. Wow! Oh my god, it's really hard not to walk on your heels. That's actually really interesting. One thing that I have observed amongst people is that they have absolutely no knowledge of how they walk. Whether, and more specifically, which part of the foot hits the ground first. And it's really hard if you're not paying attention to it to actually know. And I find myself, and I really try to not walk on my heels. Because first, if you don't have shoes, walking on your heels is very damaging for your knees and back. And give absolutely no dampening effect at all. All the force you put down into your leg when putting the heel down to the floor gets transmitted up through your knees to your back, which then has to absorb that impact, which is very, very damaging over a long period of time. And yeah, as I said, I have observed and noticed that a lot of people, even when they're not wearing shoes, a lot of modern shoes is designed in a way that if you do walk or run, the best way of doing is to put down your heel first, because there's so much dampening in the heel of the shoe that the shoe absorbs the impact, and whatever is left doesn't really matter unless you weigh a certain amount, which then forces more impact than what the shoe can absorb. There's a lot of science and a lot of numbers involved in this, and I'm not going to go into the details, but it's actually quite interesting because a lot of people actually walk as if they had shoes when they don't have shoes on their feet, because yeah, and that is actually not good. That is actually really, really bad to do. And the natural way of running without shoes is to not put your heel down, but your front part. I'm drawing a blank on the name for... But yeah, instead of using the heel, which is the back part of the foot, you're using the front part, which then naturally creates a dampener, because not only do you have the knees that damps a bit, you also have, since you're not putting your heel down, the leg isn't 100% straight, which means that the knee absorbs a lot more without transmitting it to your back. And at the same time, the joint where your foot is, the wrist, basically foot wrist, that part is also a dampener. which means that you have 2 dampeners instead of 0. And when walking without shoes, you should really try to not put your heels down first, because but yeah, I know how hard it can be. I have found myself actually putting my heel down because, as I said, a lot of shoes, modern shoes, and especially training shoes with a lot of support and padding and stuff, is actually the kind of shoe where you need to put your heel down first. So yeah, but yeah, I find that is actually something I find really interesting. But at the same time, when especially when you're on the lower floor and you have people above you and you know they don't have shoes on because they are most likely indoors, and you can just hear this boom, 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 boom because they're walking on their heels. It's really annoying because they don't need to, and it's actually not good for them, and it just annoys the hell out of people that can hear them. But yeah. I actually find that noise a lot more disturbing than if someone is screaming, believe it or not. Though I don't like if people scream, but still. Everything is relative and subjective. But where are we? How is this going? We have almost done all of this. We have done almost all of this. And a lot of the trees has been cut down. That's good. I think what we should do is actually... The problem with flagstone is it actually ugly? No. Doesn't seem like it's ugly. We might yeah, I think we're going to do the flagstone because it might be that it doesn't take as long. And this way we are going to have a very, very clean floor where there is not really anything in the way. Go. And there we go. No. There we go. So we now have... Now, there's a lot more to do, but I think it's actually a good thing to queue up. At this point, I'm not sure how I'm going to do with the space here, like this space here, or here, or here, or here, but depending on how it looks once everything else is complete and what we want / need to put in here, we are going to put down floors where we need to. yeah, we have minor break risk, 3 people. Yeah, Viper doesn't have catharsis anymore. Gorilla isn't really happy. Pina is not happy. It would be good if, say, they could not have sensory mechanites anymore. That would actually be kind of nice. Removing the tree, good. I think the flagstone actually is a lot quicker to build, so but the thing is, in here, in the building, we actually do want what do you call it? The tile to actually increase the beauty slightly. Pina. What are you doing to be so unhappy, Pina? Are you doing stuff you think is boring, or what is it? Yeah, probably that's what it is. You're doing stuff you don't really like doing. But mostly it's the things we need to get done, so... And yeah, I can't really do anything about Pina. Tantrum. Jealous of Polo's bedroom. To smash up random furniture, items and structures. Can we stop your rampage through this? Mental state. Wander confused. So you don't break stuff, but still wander. Yeah, that's a good option. That since she's out here, she would probably destroy a bunch of stuff we don't technically want to rebuild. So yeah. I'm no longer confused, and since we did that, I don't think she got catharsis, which means she's about to break again, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. Can we actually get rid of that trait that if we take a look at give trait, jealous. Is it really possible? Is there really no way to remove traits? That's really dumb. If that's the case, through the dev tool, the dev mode tools, that and I don't really have good enough understanding of what is I think aesthetic would be something that is conflicting, but sanguine. I mean, we could just add something and yeah, that's a permanent mood effect plus 12. Might be enough to counteract that bullshit. Yeah, it should be. It should be. However, once we have this Tatiana has gotten food poisoning. Simple meal calls incompetent cook. What? Who's the incompetent cook? It's 6. Maybe I should bring it up to 7. Just in case. Whatever. Yeah, it's the end of the episode. We should end it. And think, however, let's let time pass slightly more. Just slightly, ever so slightly. Just slightly longer than what you had before. And yeah, let's take a look at it. We have kept this hole so they can actually go this way. Just to make it easier, depending on where they are, which route they take, and where they need to go. We are getting down here. We are actually starting to get this. This is almost done. We are starting to get the flooring in, which is really good. Yeah, we don't actually have that much left of the wall, and we have left this as well for the same reasoning, so they can actually get in here a bit easier, other than, oh, I need to go all the way down and here all the way around and then in. Break risk. Am I gonna have to do the same with you? Yeah, we're going to have to do the same with you. Let's do it to Viper as well, because he's also one of those that always is on the breaking point. Did we add it? Nope, we did not. Okay, you cannot click there. You need to click on them in the map. Okay, where are you? There you are. That's Gorilla. Where is Viper? Viper is sleeping, so he's there. Gorilla should no longer be... at least not major break risk, just minor. And let's see where we are here. Yep, we're starting to get this up. The floors are slowly but surely getting done. We are getting towards the completed version of this. It's getting built. As I said, we have a lot more to put in. We need power production, we need heaters and coolers, we need to have temperature control, we need vents to have some especially up here with the hospital, we need to be able to equalize across here. And these two needs to be absolutely separate, and so on. And we might need some recreation, and we might move stuff whatever is up here that we can move down here. We have statues we need to make, which makes me... What is this? That is wood. Make small sculpture. This is marble blocks. Let's remove that because I don't think we want the wood ones anymore. The same with this large one. We just want the small ones. The small marble ones is the only ones we want, actually. And sadly, I destroyed my creative things, but that is going to have to be as it is. And yeah, we might want to move the billiards table. We might want to move the poker table, and we could possibly move it in here, but we'll see. We might not be able to do those kind of things anyway. But if we do have some down time, we might want to have something so people can actually go there. But I think we are done for at least this episode. So we are going to round it up here with thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.